second flight coming back from San Juan, boy, I'm telling you, 8 wheelchairs, 2 of them are straight backs. Had one UM. What else could we say?
Where we at? Vegas, baby. The land of opportunity. Vegas, baby. Big lights. Fly women. Vegas, baby. Fast cars. Big money.
All right, y'all. What's up? What's up? Here in Orlando, we're gonna go get something to eat, some lunch. We got dinner. I kind of have lunch, but tomorrow we go to. I go to, should I say, San Juan, and then back to Orlando. And off to San Antonio. Today, a little bit easier of a day, but not as easy as my last trip. As you remember, this is a day 1 of the 3rd day of a 3-day trip, of my second 3-day trip. So basically, it's day 4 or 6. Yeah. So we're going to. We did Dallas. I did Dallas to Atlanta. Awesome crew, ABC crew. I was on email. Ladies were nice, and everything. We had fun chit-chatting for that quick hour 40-minute flight. So it was definitely cool little flight. No real problems. Nothing like the last flight. like the last flight from yesterday. But and then I switched crews. They got off because they were Atlanta based, so they got off, got to go home. And then I got a whole new crew. I knew one of the girls. She was on the flight, so the other 3 I didn't know. Another ABC crew, and came down to Orlando, and I got off. They had 2 more flights. They had to go to Chicago and then back to Atlanta, so they were doing just like a day thing. Easy flights, no turbulence, no problems, no crazy people, no kids running them up, things like that. So, you know, easy flight. So, but yeah, I wanted to get something to eat for lunch, because I'm gonna use the lunch I have in my bag for tomorrow, since it's a long day and I probably can't get off the aircraft. So, but yeah, we're walking across over here. We're gonna go to Bonchon. If you don't know, it's Korean fried chicken, should I say? And we're gonna eat over there. Have a good day. So you tell me. I don't know. But we'll talk a little bit later. Let's get over here. It's hot. My arm is tired for holding this. But we're going to get over there. And we might talk a little bit inside the restaurant. Boo! Korean fried chicken without soju, baby. Alright, y'all. Ate some good food. Definitely ordered too much. Now I gotta get back to the hotel because it's not looking very good out here. Let me show you what I'm looking at, people. Oh yeah, your boy is not going to, and we got probably a 5-minute walk back to the hotel. Come on, we gotta get there before. And we headed towards the storm. That's the bad part. Let's get there before we get rained on. Otherwise, we don't have to duck inside of a store. All right, let's see what we make it. All right, y'all, we made it back. We had maybe a handful of raindrops hit me in the head, and that was it. But I was back at the hotel, perfect. So we left at the right time from the restaurant, got back to the hotel. Now we're just gonna sit here, chill, do some editing, watch some people, try to watch some people on Twitch. We got some friends that are trying to make partner, so definitely pull up on them. Ichar, Adenis, Anka, they're both trying to make partner before TwitchCon. So let's do that. Let's help them out. But in the meantime, let's get this some editing and just relaxing and watching some TV. We'll probably put Netflix because the TV has Netflix, so we can do that. Yes, because there's really nothing on TV on a Wednesday during the summer. Gotta wait to the fall before the seasons begin. You know what I mean? So until tomorrow, we gotta rest. We have an early show, not a too much early show. We gotta be at the airport at 8:30, so we're gonna leave the hotel at 7:30. Probably get up a little early, try to get a little breakfast from downstairs, and then that's it. And like I said, we gotta go to San Juan. San Juan! Alright, y'all. Y'all hear that? Told you we made it back in time. Alright, chill out, relax. Let's do it.
Do it again.
Alright, y'all. Entering the room. Door closes behind me. Lock the door. Alright. Quick bathroom, you know what I mean? Sink outside the bathroom, cool. One of those typical rooms. Do have a large bed, king size bed. Nice little couch. Can't really see it. There we go. Alright. Fridge right there. Nice size swivel TV so I can be at the desk and watch TV, and then move to the bed and watch TV. Keurig microwave, great to have in the room, definitely. And then the outdoor window. See a little something out there. We'll get to that. Stay tuned. Come back and watch. Hotel curtains, open or closed. Coming to a YouTube station near you. All right, y'all. All right. Alright, what's up, y'all? I gotta make sure when I'm looking at the camera. I'm looking at the camera way down here. I don't like that. So, give me a second. Okay. Flip this room. Yes. This is better. This is much better. Okay. Hey, what's up, y'all? So, just sitting here. I kind of wish I had a chair out here on the balcony, but it is what it is. It's actually a nice night here in southern Texas. It's not hot. A small little tinge of a breeze going through and everything. We got the pool down here, you know what I'm saying? It's a good little view. Just wish there was a chair out here, it would be nice. But other than that, we're chilling. So let's talk about today. This is my longest day in this 3-day. This is day 2 of 3, or if you want to count it all together, it's day 5 or 6. And today was long. We started off in, where did we start off? Orlando. So we did Orlando, San Juan, back to Orlando to San Antonio. And it had the crew, same crew going from Orlando to San Juan and back to Orlando, same crew. They had started in Charlotte, a whole different crew. So they had 3 flights, 3 legs as well. But they got off in Orlando because they were Orlando based. And it was just, they were pretty cool. Once again, it was one of those situations where I'm glad some of them, actually, so the other 4, out of the other 4, 3 of them spoke Spanish. 1 spoke Portuguese. He was from Brazil. And it's always embarrassing for me to meet another Brazilian because I don't know Portuguese. Thanks, Ma. But yeah, but otherwise it was good. The crews were cool. Nice and easy. The one flight attendant, she only came out the back once to do trash, and I'm like, bro, like, really? But I'm like, you less senior than me. Like, how are you gonna be lazier than me? And I got more seniority. I should be the laziest one, but I'm not. I'm one of the hardest working ones out there. But they were a cool crew. Most of the time they sat in the back, leaving me up front by myself. But it's all good. I don't mind. Sometimes I don't mind. If it was a bad crew, yeah, I mind. But this one was actually a good crew, so I didn't mind as much until it got really busy up front, and I'm like, come and help me out. Come help a brother out. Easy flight. Second flight coming back from San Juan. boy, I'm telling you. 8 wheelchairs, 2 of them are straight backs or aisle chairs, whatever you want to call it. So they can't really walk, so we have to bring a special wheelchair onto the aircraft, take them from their seat, wheel them up the aisle to the front of the aircraft, and then put them in a wheelchair from that point. So it definitely took a while. Had one unaccompanied minor. So they coming towards the end of summer for most of these kids, so they gotta get back to school and everything like that. What else could we say about those 2 flights? Not much. No, it was pretty easy. Real easy. No delays, no nothing like that. So it was great to do that. I did get really tired by the end of the second flight. Struggling at the end when we get to Orlando, but made it. Met the next crew. Next crew was cool. Real Junior. That crew, the next crew was Real Junior. They're Orlando based as well, but they only had one flight from Orlando to San Antonio, 2.5 hours. All 3 of these flights were about 2.5 hours. San Antonio flight was real easy. You got it was 2 ladies, and then 2 gentlemen. So the ladies were probably in their 40s, and the guys I learned they're right at 30. So one's like 29, one's 32. I think he said 31. Yeah, because he said he's 94. He was born in 94. But anyways, good guys. Sat there and chopped it up with them, talked to them about different things. We talked about what senior flight attendants look for in contracts, what junior people look for in contracts, stuff like that. Because we're supposed to be coming over to contract negotiations coming up soon. We'll see. Doubt that would happen anytime, but we'll see. We'll definitely check it out. Man, I gotta wash my face today. Not like I don't wash my face every day, but I just haven't washed it since I got to the hotel. But yeah, got to the hotel, chill, relax, warmed up from food, ate it. Because we got to the hotel probably about 7 o'clock, and everything like that. So there's really not much around here to go to. Of course, you can see the Golden Arches back here. So definitely, but I wasn't even about to eat McDonald's. I was literally looking for like a restaurant to grab some some Brussels sprouts or some green beans or some broccoli or something like that to go with my meals. Some fresh vegetables that were cooked. The nearest place is Chili's, but it's like, I don't even know where it's at. It's somewhere over there. It's like across the street and stuff like that. Like I got to cross a major street, and I'm like, I'm not doing all that. I did get to see one flight attendant that I used to be very close to. We used to take trips, but when I became in my deep depression at the end of my last relationship, I went silent. I stopped talking to people. I just closed off from everybody. And I guess in that time period that it rubbed her the wrong way, and so now we don't talk no more because of that. So I can't really tell her that I apologize for my behavior back then, and that it was because of my deep depression that I acted like that, because she stonewalls me, and so it's like we can't, she won't talk to me. So it's like, well, I thought, being a good friend, you should see somebody who's not well and in their depressed state and stuff like that. You figure out, oh, there's something wrong going on. Maybe I need to just give them a little time and stuff like that. But never close off on somebody who's not the same, unless they do something blatantly rude or something like that. And then you still got to question it, because it could be something that it's not normal. So, but yeah. So, but she did say hi, which was a step out of the usual, because usually she just doesn't say anything. I'm still trying to be polite when I see her or anybody that I feel like I might have rubbed the wrong way back in those days when I was very off-putting, wasn't talking to nobody or anything like that. So anybody who watches this video from that time, I do apologize. But yeah, I'm still working through my stuff, but we'll see. You know what I mean? Yeah, tomorrow we don't have to get up early. That's why we're still up at night. We have a later show time. I think I'm taking a 12:30 van. But we go from here to LA. Well, I do. Here to LA to Dallas. And then I'm done. Have one day off. I get back to Dallas late, 11 o'clock at night. One day off. Then back at it Sunday. And then we'll get back on that journey. So, we'll see. We might record something tomorrow or not. I'm not sure. But if not, hey, it's been a wild ride for 6 days. This is part 2 of the video. And we're almost there. We're almost done. I definitely need a day to rest. And a day just to sit back, chill, straighten up some stuff in my bag, and play some video games. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back in here and play some more Marvel Rivals, because this is the internet is only allowing me to do that. I can't even play. I wanted to play some First Defendant, but it needs to update. The Wi-Fi is not that fast. Actually, I think I got Skull and Bones coming up right here. I think it's actually loaded up on the laptop, so I'm gonna go ahead and play that maybe if I don't get back on Marvel Rivals. But in the meantime, sit back, relax, chill out, have some fun, listen to some music, enjoy the day, say hi to somebody that you haven't said hi to in a long time. And you know what it is. Peace, love, and happy cornrow grease. Yep.